Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Yesterday we are in Xplane 12.3, and as you can see we are again flying in the Dornier 328 in the Aer Lingus livery. Registration EI-DET. The airport today seems to be very busy. We are at Dublin Airport, and today we are flying across to Cork, and we're going to do that flight plan for you now. So let me bring the what I do the flight plan. So I'm just gonna do the new flight off screen here. I'm using Simbrief. Today, and we're going from Dublin and we're going to Cork, so that's EICK. Let me just change the time. The aircraft we are using is the Dornier 328-100. Registration EI-DET. I think we'll be departing runway 28R, I believe, and arriving on runway 16, but we'll see. The scheduled block time today is 1 hour 10 minutes. I think that's done. Right, I'm going to bring up the Simbrief downloader. Our flight plan is already in, and I'm going to download it into Dornier, so one flight has been saved. Something's very noisy behind me. What's going on there? What's noisy behind me? They're messing about over there doing something. Okay, so yeah, so our air time is 50 minutes, our block time is 1 hour 18. Our scheduled departure is 10:45 and arrival 3 minutes past 12. Apparently they want us to go to 22,000 feet. I'm not sure whether we'll get that high, I don't know. And we've got our zero fuel weights and our baggage all in there as well. Okay, all that looks good. And in today's video I've actually downloaded Xplane map enhancement. I'm using the free version at the minute, so I'm trialing it, and obviously the textures will load at a medium resolution. So we're going to give that a go today. I'm also using the Xplane 12 Sim Evan, which I'll put on the screen for you now. There you go, so it's this one. I'm using the European one, so Xworld Europe, so I'm using that as well in this video. And I am also using the Global Forests version 2 from Orbix. I'm using that as well in the video. And I'm using Traffic Global today as well. So there's a few things I'm using in this video that I didn't use in the last one. And I've also got a download region pack of Xplane, of the Xplane forum installed as well. I'll put the links in the description to those if anyone's interested, and I might do videos in the future of how to install each one of those add-ons as well. And obviously in my plugin folder up here you've got global traffic, or traffic global up here as well, and you've got all different things you can do, but that's for another video. That's not for today. I'll do that in another video. Today we're going to concentrate on flying the aircraft. Okay, so let's get that door open. Let's go inside the cockpit. Okay, so welcome on board the Dornier 328. The cockpit textures you're seeing have been specially made by myself for this livery. They don't come default with the aircraft, but the aircraft is a free download which I'll put in the description. But the livery, the cockpit textures have been made by me to go with this aircraft. So if you like them, I can put the link in the description as well. Okay, so let's go to the overhead panel. So we've done the Simbrief. Wipers are off, landing gear is down, parking brake is on, throttles are idle, conditioner levers are in the fuel shut-off mode, and the gust lock is on. On the overhead panel, batteries on, DC tie on, generators left and right both on, the AC tie on, inverters 1 and 2 on, navigation lights on, logo light as required but I'll put it on today, external power on, propeller de-ice off, de-ice bleeds on, auto feather on. And Xplane 12, you have to go to flight, ground handling window, and you have to call the GPU. And when the GPU arrives, a failable will come up here. So we'll just get that out the way for now. On the center console, we get rid of the armrest. You want to put the ground spoilers on. cancel any warning lights we have in there. Yeah, and if you've just noticed, like I've just noticed, yeah, I've just finished this interior. It's not quite finished yet. There's a few things I still need to do. I still need to finish off some stuff in here. But also, as you can see, the background on the displays are also got a grey background. So I know what I've done wrong there. I know how to fix that. So it just means that when I've retextured the panel, I've retextured the part where the displays are. Obviously that's an easy fix, and I'll fix that. It'll be probably be fixed in the next video if I've got time, but it's not a big issue. But that will be fixed in the next video. I know, I've just noticed that, and yeah, so that'll be fixed. That won't be an issue. So you just ignore that one for now. But yeah, that'll be fixed in the next video. Okay, so the GPU is now connected, available up there. So we can hide the grand ambient window there. So we're going to get well, we're not going to get a clearance yet. We're going to do something else. I'm going to start the FMC first, and so we need to press the init button. Yeah, brings up the 2D FMC. And we're going to press the clear button to get rid of any messages in the scratch pad. We're going to press the route menu, company route, and find our route, which is EIDW to EICK. That's Dublin to Cork. This comes up because the Simbrief nav data is out of date compared to the Xplane one, which it's not our issue. It's fine. Next, we're just going to cycle through the pages. There we go. And we're just going to get our FNAV. Trans altitude. The cruise altitude. I'm not going 22,000 feet. I don't think today. I'm going to go 14,000. So I'll put that in as 14,000. The rest of it, you shouldn't need to touch. It should be okay. We can go on the legs page, and obviously the flight plan is loaded, but obviously we've still got to put our departure in and arrival. But to do that, we do need to load up the get the ATC. And unfortunately, there's no easy way of with the ATC. It doesn't connect to Simbrief, so you've literally got to enter your flight plan in back into here. You can't get it from the FMC, which is a shame. And I don't know what that means there with the well, we'll just do it. So we get our route, Dublin Cork, our altitude. The route it gives you in game might be a little bit different to what you've got from Simbrief. Let's see. And then you can either file and set this in the FMS, but because we've got a Simbrief one in there, I'm just going to file the flight plan. And then I'm going to request clearance.
Delivery. Shamrock 002. Hello. Dornier 328. Request IFR clearance to Cork.
Shamrock 002. Clear to Cork. Routing as filed. Climb via Oscar Lima Oscar November 2 Papa Squawk 3004 QNH 1006.
Cleared IFR to Cork route as filed. Climb by Oscar Lima Oscar November 2 Pop Squawk 3004 QNH 1006 Shamrock 002.
Shamrock 002. Readback correct. Contact ground 121.800. When ready for taxi.
Okay, so we've got a clearance. We've got our squat code and we've got our departure. So if you go into departures, click on departure and we're looking for TISMO R1R. So we're going from 28, right? And we go just cycle through the pages until we find I think we're going from 28, right? Maybe we're not going from 28 right, maybe we're going from 28 left. Let me just have a look outside and see what's going on. Where's everyone departing from today? The only thing it doesn't give you an Xplane is the runway. It doesn't tell you what runway you're departing from. Which is a bit strange. Because now I don't know what runway I'm going from. Did it give me a runway? Clear IFR to Cork flag. Okay, question. Clear to IFR Cork, which is failed. Climb via RN 2P. Be back correct. Okay, let me try it again. It should be 28R. Okay, OLONO 2J, okay, that's the one we're going for then, isn't it? Okay, when we've done that, let me click execute, go back to the leg section, and our departure is now in the leg section. Now, so we've got no arrival yet. ATC should give us that en route. And we can get rid of that. We can get rid of that page. Just cycle through, and we've got no errors in the route. And we can press the program button for our ETAs. And yeah, I'm quite happy with that now. It's pretty simple. FMC, so we can put the FMC away now down there by pressing that. There we go. Now we need to put our squat code in. So oh yeah, we need to bring the FMC back up for that, and we need the radio again. So squat code is going to be in nav radio, and our squat code was 3004, so 3004, enter, and put it onto on. I'm going to do it now so I don't forget later. And the QNH was 1006. And to set the QNH in the Dornier, is up here, so let's watch the numbers down here, so it's 1006. There you go, and we can set the range on the navigation display as well while we're here. There we go. Just have a quick check of that in the legs. The 28R, and then we go in 191. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's fine. You can mess around down here as well with weather and all that kind of stuff. Go for the different maps. Like I said, the grey in the background is a mistake from me from editing the cockpit, the panel. So I've got to sort that out, and I've got to sort that out at some point. We're in go close mode at the minute, so we need to go into FMS mode. So we press FMS up there. Okay, and we're going to put navigation on, so we're going to be in our nav. Altitude, going to set to 12,000 feet. Going to be following no restrictions today. Our fee revs, fee speeds, 119, so I'm going to set the speed to 119. There you go. And we can get rid of that. Barrow pressure is done, and VS, I'm going to be using VS today for our initial climb. And that's the autopilot complete. Just sync the heading, we'll do it again when we get to the runway. On the over here, you can use the map if you want to, but I'm also going to put in the destination. It brings up Cork, it brings up all the frequencies, and it brings up the runway. So we're looking at runway 16. EI-DET frequency is 109.90, and you've got your weather there as well. So we know the frequency is going to be 109.90 for Cork. So we'll type that in later. Okay. Gonna close the door. There we go. This boarding is completed. On the overhead panel, Seatbelt signs on. No smoking signs on. Fuel pumps both on. Beacon anti-collision light on. The APU master on. And APU start on. Generation APU generator it's on, and the APU bleed on. So this aircraft has its own APU. So better pushback didn't work last time with this aircraft. So I'm not going to try it. Today. So we are ready to push back now, so we're going to request
Dublin.
we're going to start up.
Shamrock 002. Stand 144 Romeo. QNH 1006. Request start up.
Shamrock 002. Information gone current. Startup approved.
So I'm going to start the engine up while I'm on the stand. It's quite busy out there, isn't it? We're going to get stuck in traffic. We are running a bit late as well. It's amazing how quick the time goes when you're doing your pre-flight checks. So on the over panel, we're going to start the right engine first. So we're going to go to start. Press the button to start. At 20%, the conditioner levers can go to flight idle. At 45%, the switch can go back to off.
Lever. Down.
And that will start our right engine. I'm pretty sure in this aircraft you can reverse go, but we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna come straight out. Okay, now we started the right engine. Going to start the left engine, so switch to start, press this button here, starts the ignition. 20%, conditioner levers to fuel idle. At 45%, switch can go back to off. Just waiting for the numbers there. There we go. So switch to off.
Rear lever.
Okay. After the engine start, we want the windshield heats both on. We want the probes on, and we want the standby on. Auto hydraulics go to auto. External power off. Just make sure the ground damping window is off as well. DC tie off for takeoff. We want both packs on and the bleeds on as well. The APU, we can now stop. Get rid of the master. Generation APU can go off, and the APU bleed goes off automatically. Okay, now we're going to get our taxi clearance.
Dublin. Shamrock 002. Request taxi
Set
from
flaps 12.
144 Romeo 4 departure.
Shamrock 002. Information gone current. Runway 16 taxi via Delta November. Foxtrot Oscar and November 4. Cross runway 10 left. Hold short on runway 16.
Information gone. Runway 16 taxi via Delta November. Foxtrot Oscar.
Okay, well I did party runway 28 then.
10 left. Hold short runway 16. Shamrock 002.
Departing runway 16. That's strange, never departed on runway 16 before. No wonder we couldn't find it. But I've got to change the flight plan for that. Okay. That's very strange. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've got to fix these errors on the displays. They shouldn't be grey like that. Okay. Let's move it onto the second screen out the way. That's where we're going. We're joining the traffic here over here. Which is interesting. Big queue. Okay, so we're going to put a taxi light on. Going to release the parking brake, but I need to roll the brakes because the aircraft will like to go on its own. So, quite quick on the ground. I don't know if I can get told to wait or whether we can actually get out here in front of the existing aircraft. Yeah, we're gonna do that. There we go. Obviously we'll have to wait behind. Aircraft in front. ground behind us, so that's fine. Looks like taxiing around and coming on this runway. I didn't know they used that runway. It's 28F and 28R. That's what I've been using. It's quite similar at 24. So, okay, that's it's interesting that we're using that runway in this sim. Yeah, so yeah, the cockpit, obviously I've got a few things I need to do in it. Obviously the screens have got the grey background, so I've got to go and sort that out. Which is a bit annoying, but I've got to go and sort that out at some point. Don't know when it'll be, but I will go and sort it out. Just trying to think now, is there anything we need to do in the aircraft while we're waiting? Don't think there is. We can move. Yeah, I do want to go to EI today really, because I want to see what the ground looks like. We'll see what it looks like when we go along. Let me just show you guys my graphic settings while we're on this. As you can see, it's all pretty much on full. I don't draw apart vehicles at the airports because there's no need to do that, but all the graphic settings are on the maximum graphic settings you can get, and obviously the radios are just a bit lower down on the volume. But yeah, graphic settings, it's all full.
Shamrock 002, contact Dublin Tower 118.600, goodbye.
Contact Dublin Tower 118.600, Shamrock 002.
That way you get the blur off the aircrafts as well.
Dublin Tower, Shamrock 002.
The turbulence
Taxiway,
at
November
the back of the
4.
aircraft, that's pretty good.
Shamrock 002, Dublin Tower, below, hold short of runway 16, report landing.
Hold short, runway 16, will go, Shamrock
Okay.
002.
Once this aircraft takes off, we can head over there. Oh, that's a bit. What's going on here? Okay. It's close.
Dublin Tower,
Ready for departure.
Shamrock 002, ready for departure.
Shamrock 002, runway 16, cleared for takeoff, wind 190,
Landing on time,
knots,
straight on.
27.
Runway 16 cleared for takeoff. Shamrock 002.
Get over to the runway.
Shamrock 002, return to designated taxi route November 4, runway 16, taxi via November 4, cross runway 10 left, hold short of runway 16.
Roger. Returning to route November 4. Runway 16 taxi via November 4. Cross runway 10 left. Hold short runway 16. Shamrock 002.
So we're heading onto the runway up here. There we go. Line up and get ourselves ready. Put the parking brake back on. I'm going to sink the head in. Down into 157. Going to take the gust lock off. The conditioner levers can go into climb mode. Yep, that's it. Okay, parking brake can come off. We can advance the throttles. Fly a bit of light wood there in this aircraft. Don't know why I'm getting a warning. The aircraft wants to move about on the runway. Okay, few on rotate. Landing gear up. Brake gear, autopilot on, and let's bring up the climb.
Shamrock 002, your course, turn left, direct Delta Whiskey 001.
Takeoff lights can go
Delta Whiskey
off.
001. Shamrock 002.
PC type can go back on. Going to set the speed to 170 for the cruise. Climb out. Bring the flaps back up. And let's have a look outside. Cloudy now, so you can't really see what's going on outside. I'm going to put the barrel pressure back onto standard. Go onto map mode.
Shamrock 002, Contact channel control 119.075. Goodbye.
Contact channel control 119.075. Channel 002. Goodbye.
There we are. There at the minute.
Channel control channel 002. Oscar Lima Oscar November 2. Pop.
Press
Altitude
bar
flight
connection come
level
off.
064. Climbing flight level 140.
Auto failure connection
Channel 002.
come off. Yeah, the displays aren't good, are they? I didn't notice that when I was doing it because I didn't start the aircraft up. But obviously, now I've noticed it, I'm gonna have to fix it. I do like the textures on the seats and stuff. I do like that. Some of the stuff I've done in the cockpit is pretty good. But yeah, like here, it's a bit messed up. You see the satellite imagery being streamed by map enhancement down here. So that's working. And the global forests are working as well. And Sim Evan should be the stuff that's loading all the buildings. So that looks like it's working as well. Okay, passing 10,000 feet, landing lights can come off and the seatbelt signs can go off as well. Burglar lights can come off as well. It's very difficult to see now, see where I'm going on the map. The grey background. Side. Ground sections look really good now, don't they? That was not bad. I will do a video of how to install all that in the future. really difficult to read these screens now with the grey background. Obviously this isn't a mod, this isn't the aircraft that's causing this, this is my retexture of the cockpit that's caused this, so I've got to go and fix this myself in the cockpit. I did, because this cockpit doesn't, the textures in this cockpit doesn't, don't come by default, so I've got to fix that myself. I've done a video showing the difference between the default cockpit and the one I've done, but yeah, I'll try and fix this for the next video because I don't like that at all. It's an easy fix, but I'll do it when I've got time. I'm not looking to get it perfect, I was just looking to get it slightly better than the blue. I've got a few different cockpit textures, one with the blue, with also all this blue as well, so but yeah, I will be fixing this very shortly in an upcoming, when I get time, so it'll be done in an upcoming video. Just trying to look at if there's anything else that looks different. Might need me to fix, I'm not sure. I'll be using different interiors anyway, with different videos. So yeah, I just wanted to try something different. The seats are quite really nice though. I'm impressed with the seats. Should we request a
Control, channel 002, frequency QNH.
QNH 1002,
channel 002.
Let's just change that. It is really difficult to look at the screens at the minute. CMR we're going to descend, and then we're going to TISMO, give up, Barney, but I need to get the arrival in as well, off ATC. Bring up the map. On there, use it. Cabin, have a look outside, see what's going on. It does look good Xplane though, in certain ways. Obviously it's not as good graphically as Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, but that looks good to me. And certain aspects of it look really good. The lighting looks really good. There are a few things you've got to do to make it look better than what it does by default, but it looks pretty good to me. Obviously you can't see the ground now, but you can make it look very good if you wanted to. Okay, I'm going to pause the video there because you don't need to watch the entire bit through the cruise. So we'll pause it there so you don't get bored, and I'll come back to the video when we're doing our descent. So I'll see you soon. Okay, welcome back. We've just started our descent to 8,000 feet. Look outside. That's pretty good, isn't it? That was good. I do like that. It's really good. Xplane does have does look good sometimes over Microsoft Flight Sim. Good, doesn't it? Okay, so let's carry on with the flight. So we've been given TISMO1 for ILS approach from Runway 16 at Cork, and we're descending down 16,000 feet at the minute. Down to 8,000 feet, sorry. So yeah, gotta put the landing lights on and the seatbelt signs and go back to on as well. Watch the speed. So if we go into this, our approach isn't in there yet, but no, we can't. We can do it yet, can we? No, we can't do it yet. But if you go in back into this here, we've already got it to runway 16, 109.9. If we bring up the FMC, and we want to enter in 109.90, and that should give us our ILS frequency for Cork, if that's correct. Yeah, watch that speed. We're about 8,000 feet.
Descend and maintain flight level 080, channel 002. Descend and maintain flight level 080,
3,000 feet
channel
for the
002.
initial ILS approach attitude.
Hold current position. Descend and maintain flight level 080, channel 002.
I believe it's right in as well now.
knots or less. Channel 002.
So I'm actually gonna get rid of that. Give up there and execute. Navigation mode so we can follow the FMS again. See the weather radar working there. Centre 6,000 feet.
Descend and maintain flight level 060. Channel 002.
And after Gibble, we'll go to Barno, then Wobble, then on the approach to runway 16, so we won't be at 3,000 feet. Those. Let's just check if we are. No, cancel. Details. Transition levels 5,000 feet, okay. Active runway 16. It's 109.9 now, so yeah, that was correct. So you click on that, you get the weather and stuff. You can also get it over here as well. So I'm going to put 3,000 feet in there now. Let's bring that back up.
Descend and maintain flight level 060. Channel 002. Channel control. Channel 002. Request QNH.
Channel 02. QNH 1003.
QNH 1003. Channel 002.
stations. QNH 1003.
Go back into map mode. The satellite imagery is streamed in really nice. That does look pretty good. Obviously the resolution is not like Microsoft standard, and it is the free map enhancement that I'm using, but it still looks pretty good for my type of flying. Somewhere. It does look good though, doesn't it? Let's switch to localizer mode. Let's put the approach mode down a bit. Let's just change the
Climb and maintain flight level 040, channel 002.
Let's switch approach mode on. Good gear there, flaps. I think we're a little light. I'm going to be honest. approach mode back on as soon as
Channel 002.
back on the profile, so you're back.
Climb and maintain flight level 040. Channel 002.
Back in the envelope closure again. With a little right.
Climb and maintain flight level 040.
I don't know
Channel
why ATC
002.
wants us to climb.
Climb and maintain flight level 040.
Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate.
Aircraft's doing something. Off course. Of course, yeah. Just getting back right.
Climb and maintain flight level 040. Channel 002.
Okay. Had a moment then, didn't it?
1,000.
Climb and maintain flight level 040. Channel 002. Climb and maintain flight level 040. Channel 002.
500. 400.
Climb now to 2,500 feet. Channel 002.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
I don't know what's going on with the ATC. I didn't want it to land. So we get the 50 we landed. Here for a minute. And we're gonna request taxi to the gate.
Port Tower.
Any gate
Channel
will do.
002. Request taxi to the stand.
Shamrock 002. Taxi
Flaps
3
up,
Sierra
ghost light back on,
Taxi 3 Sierra by Bravo.
landing lights
Channel
off,
002.
strobe off, taxi light on. APU from start, APU generator on, the APU bleed can go on. Conditional levers can go down to feather. I think, yeah, I've shut the engine off, have I? No, I haven't, they're fine. Okay, so yeah, we can taxi now. taxi light because we're at the gate. There's a lot of cars about, moving about vehicles. And I'm just going to spin it around. And the airports, the default airports look really good in Xplane, by the way. I really do. Yeah, we'll leave it there. Throttles on, idle, parking brake on. We've got the APU running. You can start shutting down the engines. Okay, so conditioner lever number 2. Fuel shut off. Conditioner lever number 1 and left engine to fuel shut off. External power on. You get some ground handling window, call the GPU. That'll be available when it connects. We won't shove the APU into that connects. We can turn off the seatbelt signs. And we can turn off both fuel pumps. The packs can go off, and the DC tie can go off as well. GPU is now available, and we turn off probes and the windshield heat. With the GPU available, we can now stop the APU. And APU bleed can go off, APU generator can go off as well. Auto hydraulic power can go off, and the beacon can now go off. Berg light can go on. We can open the passenger door. the aircraft is now in a turnaround mode state. I don't think you can well, you can request ground services, but I don't think you can passengers and stuff like that. I don't know. Let's just set the autopilot back down to 0. Set it back in FMS mode. And we can put the TCAS back on standby. Okay, we can continue to shut the aircraft down now. Back on the overhead panel, we want the de-ice bleeds both off. We want the auto feather off. We want the DC tie off, which it was. The packs off. The AC tie off. Inverters 1 and 2 off. Nav lights off. Go-go lights off. External power off. So we can dismiss the GPU, and you could even switch it off and disappear, which is pretty cool. Well, the APU is already off, so the next thing we're going to do is turn off the batteries. So battery 2 and battery 1 off. And well, that's it. Got a baggage loader. Yeah, trying to load up whatever he's doing. But yeah, that's it for the video. Until the next one. I shall see you again very soon. But for now, it's goodbye.